Are you an EDM producer or a music producer who's considering moving from your current DAW over to Ableton? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about why that might not be the best decision. And that's actually coming from an Ableton user myself. And I'm going to go into more the details and how it's a little bit more nuanced than just the typical answer that all DAWs can achieve the same result, just in different ways. Okay. And so to start off, let me actually start with that point, which is that moving to Ableton won't just make you a better producer, like right off the bat. It's like switching DAWs isn't just going to automatically make you a better producer. And it is true that basically all DAWs can achieve the same result. They just have different workflows. And to really illustrate this point, like with evidence, I'm going to go ahead. I made a list of famous EDM producers, really successful EDM producers, some more famous than others, and which DAW that they use. And so I'm just going to read off here. I'm going to start with Zed, who uses Cubase. I actually thought that he used Logic, but according to the research, he uses Cubase. That's what I found online. Audion, who, really revolutionized the whole trance 2.0 movement, or he made it like really famous. He uses Logic Pro, and I recall he started on FL Studio, moved to Logic Pro. Disclosure, they use Logic Pro plus Ableton Live. Seven Lions uses FL Studio. Jason Ross, who's actually friends with Seven Lions, uses Ableton Live. And the reason I point this out is because at some point, Jason Ross started to make melodic dubstep very similar to Seven Lions. And so to me, the point that illustrates is that with the crazy, really intricate music that Seven Lions makes, you would think, oh, maybe I need to switch to FL Studio to make music like him. But then Jason Ross went ahead and proved that you don't have to do that because he uses Ableton Live. But I'm sure them going on tour together and all that, they swapped some ideas, and I'm sure Seven Lions really helped Jason Ross to achieve that melodic dubstep sound. Skrillex, Ableton Live. Martin Garrix, FL Studio. Porter Robinson, FL Studio. Madeon, FL Studio. Three massive, some of the biggest producers of all time. And those are really important because you used to hear that like FL Studio wasn't a serious DAW, or there's all this comparison that like, at least back in the day, that FL Studio wasn't quite it's not quite the DAW that like Ableton is. Okay. And so I wanted to like list those out to really demonstrate that your DAW doesn't matter. Okay. So this brings me to the actual advice that I want to give you if you're considering switching DAWs. Okay. So it starts with switching won't automatically make you a better producer. And so if you spent years getting good at Logic, you might be wasting your time if you switch over to Ableton. Let's say you spend a few months trying to learn Ableton and then you end up going nowhere and you end up reverting back to Logic. If you just enjoy playing around with different DAWs and you want to download a bunch of different free trials and try them out, and you have the time and you're not worried about kind of, I guess, wasting time, it's not really a waste, but if you're not worried about that, then I would encourage you to get free trials for different DAWs, not just Ableton, okay? And the big kind of caveat or like nuance here when it comes to all of this, the advice that I like to give is it also depends on who you want to learn from. And so if you were someone who was getting into beat making and you wanted to start making beats, maybe sell them online, I would probably recommend that you use FL Studio because so many beat makers use FL Studio that's going to be easier for you to find beat making tutorials online on YouTube using FL Studio rather than a DAW like Ableton. If you are into certain genres of music like melodic house or melodic techno, it might be better to go with Ableton because there's a lot of YouTube resources out there. In particular, off the top of my head, I really like the YouTube channel Production Music Live. They use mostly Ableton, and it's actually really useful for me because I already use Ableton. And so I would say that if you're going to make those genres, if you find a mentor or YouTube channel that you really think they teach really well and you really enjoy their videos, then what I would recommend is using the DAW that they use. And I think that actually will be really helpful for you over time. And so that pretty much sums up this video. So the major takeaway is if you're considering switching DAWs, don't do it thinking that you're just going to automatically level up your game when you do it. I would say do it if you want to try different workflows out and you think that might be helpful to you. Like if you don't like the workflow in Logic and it just doesn't make sense to you, then yeah, try out Ableton Live And maybe eventually it will make you a better producer, but it's not going to be an overnight thing. And I would say, especially if you're brand new to producing or you're maybe even intermediate, and you find that you're not finding like the tutorials that you like let's say you started making beats in Ableton and you're like, I don't know, I feel like everyone uses FL Studio. Well, in that case, I would say go try out FL Studio and then just give it a shot and then see who you can learn from. I hope this video helps. That's the way that I like to think about when it comes to choosing a DAW or trying to switch from a current DAW that you're on to Ableton or whatever. And like I said, I use Ableton. I love Ableton. I will use Ableton the rest of my life. I might try out, I actually own FL Studio, but it's just, I don't have the capacity to just learn a completely new DAW right now. It would kind of interrupt a lot of things for me. But anyway, go ahead, if you're still here, look in the description below and get my free mix training and you'll actually join my email list. And I'm actually working on a plugin right now that is really going to, I think, change everything for a lot of producers. It's going to be really, really helpful for a lot of music producers out there to help getting better mixes and masters. And so look in the description, grab my free training. It'll be really helpful for you, and get on my email list for when my plugin comes out. And also, if you want me to mix and master your music, look in the description below. I work close, like one-on-one with people to get their tracks to that next level sound. And once again, I'll see you guys again next time.